Hello everybody and welcome to the June roadmap. Again, this is a little bit old, I think it was about a week ago, but as with the May roadmap, I have been particularly busy for the last few weeks, so I've only been able to make this now. Anyway, there's not too much. Most of this is community stuff, which we'll get to later. This is the official graphic. As you can see, the only two new things are an unnamed German loco and a new sort of round of bug fixes, which I won't really get into. So the only thing that released since the last roadmap was Skyhook's Cargo Line 2, which was some new freight wagons or something. The first main thing is the Cathcart Circle Remaster and Class 380. So this has a new timetable for Cathcart Circle, the time of day 4, which is the new sunlight modelling, new scenery, track and other visuals, upgraded Class 314 with various new lighting and new rain effects, and it comes with GSMR now. Glasgow Central has new PIS and new lighting and new passenger behaviours, I think. It looks like there might be layers for the class 170, 158 and 385. They popped up in the screenshots, but they didn't make any specific reference to them. They did make reference to the class 801, Just Trains class 47 and Flying Scotsman 60103, which will have I think they were AI layers only, so, you know, you can't play them, but still. There's a fair bit of that, and it should make the Glasgow area feel a lot more lively. Next thing is TSG's Class 218. The only real new information, well, apart from the screenshots, that it will come to s-bahn as a layer with some dostos. So, provided you have s-bahn, this might be interesting if you've got some new diesel traction. But just as a refresher, these mainly come for Hamburg-Lübeck with a slightly different N-wagon to the one that we already have. And it's going to be the first proper full-size German diesel locomotive, European diesel locomotive, I think I'd be correct in saying. So, you know, if you're into that, then perhaps this might be for you. And it's from TSG, so it should be very good. The other thing from TSG is an Expert Class 101. Now, I was very impressed when I read this, because apparently it has a fully detailed machine room outside the corridor between the two cabs, which previously might have... No, I think it's the 182 that we can walk around. But most of the electric locomotives, we can't go into the machine room, except this one we can, and all of the switches, all of the buttons, all of the everything will work. And all of them will have a function, and when you press them, they will do something. And they're adding things like failures. So if the traction motors fail, you have to go and isolate these systems. And if you want to turn the train on, you have to plug in all of these numbers. You have to plug in your brake values, the train length, the train weight, all of that. So they've designed it to more or less mirror exactly what a real driver would have to do. So it's got an incredibly high rate of realism. Obviously, this isn't going to be for everyone because it will be very complicated. But if you're really looking for that immense detail, then go for it. And again, it's TSG, so it's likely to be very well done. I'm pretty certain they don't have any new sounds or anything. I'm fairly certain they're just focused on working through all of these expert features. Next, we've got the community routes. There were quite a lot of them. It looks like there are 6. So the first one is Stuttgart to Würzburg by Black Pulsar. Not too much going on here. There's no track laying or any colouring in, but certainly the station modelling looks fairly advanced. These are probably just Blender files. Although they might not be, who knows. The next is the Strecke Hanover to Hamburg by Trainspotting Norden. This one looks slightly more advanced. There's some tracks being laid and some scenery in places. That one on the left looks a bit like S-bahn Leipzig. So yeah, there's another one. We've got Middlesbrough to Whitby and Pickering by Andy Gow, who knows, which apparently has a fully functioning, or will have a fully functioning swing bridge, as you can see on the left. And the route map is very condensed into the bottom right there. But this one looks reasonably well advanced as well. I've tinkered around in the PC editor a little bit, and I gave up very quickly because it's very fiddly, and I just don't have the time or the patience to sit there and figure all of it out. So I have massive respect for the people who have and done these very expansive projects. The next one is Wes to Grunau im Almtal by Freddie the Shepherd. This one again looks somewhat reasonably advanced. First glance, looks like it's in Austria. I haven't looked at the background of any of these routes. But yeah, this one looks like it's coming along nicely. And this is the most impressive one, I think, the London Map by Incredible Hannahs. This is a project to try and recreate all railways in London. So you can see something that looks like it's on the overground in the bottom, on the left side, maybe, I don't know. There's the big sculpture at Stratford in the background. Got London Blackfriars on the top right, and something else on the bottom right. So there's lots of stuff going on there, and I didn't put the route map up, but it's only half of London, and it's still incredible. So, for a community project, this is pretty insane. So I'd be interested to see how it turns out. The next one is Diesel Nets. I can't pronounce the rest of that. This one doesn't look quite so well advanced, I must say, but there's some tracks there, the terrain's there, can only go up. And the last one is Doncaster to Sheffield by Moofers, which has what looks to be the sort of Sheffield super tram. There are also other community things. There are a few community locos that were just sort of tagged on the end, and some community timetables. There was an Rosaline new timetable which is close to release, which has services on the 8:12, and also a Brighton mainline timetable which brings class 700 onto it. So probably keep your eyes open for them when they release, because you might be interested in grabbing them. Unfortunately, they only work if you're on PC, so if you're on console, then you're a little bit screwed. But that is more or less it for the month. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.